Hello, I am recording one more diary entry, and today is June 2020. Wait, what I'm saying? Today is June 22. Don't know why I said 2020, I got confused. Anyway, June 22, 2023, and it's now 11:26 p.m. I am laying on my bed and I can't sleep, so I thought maybe if I put those thoughts out, they'll help me fall asleep faster. But I've been thinking for about a few stuff, because I don't know how long it's been since I've recorded an audio. I'm not gonna check now because it doesn't really matter that much, but it's been a while. So today was a different day from usual. Usually every day I study in the morning, but today I was like on fire. I studied during the morning and then after lunch and during the afternoon. Like I was studying like crazy. I don't know what happened. But yeah, that's the good part. What is being bugging me, I think, is my relationship. And usually when I record these and I have a problem with my relationship, usually it kind of fixes after I record it, in the sense that I kind of put my thoughts um, in the right place and they kind of organize themselves, so I don't worry as much as I was worrying before. So I think the biggest problem I'm having with her now is lack of dialogue and of communication. It's not like a big lack of communication. I just think maybe she hides some things from me. I'm not saying like she's hiding like she's cheating on me or she's lying to me or anything. No, I just think maybe she doesn't tell me when she's feeling sad, you know, or when she has a problem or something like that. Because I talk to her every day, but today it seemed so unnatural. I can't really explain it. We didn't talk like face to face. We talked through messages because we haven't been seeing each other because we are on winter break right now. So we're not going to college. So we're not seeing each other every single day usually as we were used to when we were going to college every day. But what I want to say is that maybe when we speak through messages, it doesn't it doesn't it is not so clear like how we're talking. Like I can't hear how she writes, so I don't know the tone she wrote that in. Does that make sense? Like when you're talking to someone, you know the tone they're talking to you, so you can tell them if they're mad, if they're happy, if they're sad, or something like that. When you're talking through messages, there aren't like you can use emojis and stuff and all, but we're not like used to using emojis and stuff like that. We usually just write. So it's up to the reader how we're talking. Like if I read it in a sad tone, I'm gonna think she's sad. Does, like, you get it? Is so maybe I am the one who's reading it in a sad tone. So maybe that's why I think she's sad and not telling me. What I'm actually trying to tell here is that I don't know if she's really sad or if she just seemed sad, and she just seemed sad to me, and I'm just uh, going insane, and seeing things where there actually isn't anything. But that is not the biggest problem, because that scares me, because I think that's something that happens to everyone, like misunderstanding text because you don't know the tone the person wrote it. Um, and I am probably gonna move out, like, to another city in a few months. So most of my communication with her is gonna be through messages. And I mean, that's not good. I'm not saying my relationship will fail because of that. I'm just saying that uh, I am afraid to lose touch with her, and like uh, just talking through messages, and the lack of physical touch between us. And I'm not saying that in like physically touching her, but like seeing each other in person. Maybe the lack of seeing each other in person uh, makes the relationship fail. Whereas if I were here and not move out, maybe we would last forever. And I mean, not forever, because we would die or at some point. But you get what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, it's something that's gonna take a long time till it happens. But that's what I've been thinking. And like, I don't want things to like get cold between us, and like uh get predictable maybe, and like repetitive, and knowing exactly what we'll talk about every single day because we talk about the same shit every single day. I don't want things to get like that. And I know what I should do. Like, maybe I should call her more instead of talking through messages, because talking through voice is better than messages. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I should do that. Maybe I should just do it, and maybe I'm just overthinking. Something that kind of strengthens the idea that I had about she not telling me that she's sad and stuff, or what she's actually feeling, is the fact that she has a really hard time in denying me anything. Like, if I ask her out and like to go out and do something, when she doesn't want to, she won't tell me she doesn't want to. She's just gonna like come up with excuses for it. And I mean, I don't really blame her, because I'm kind of used to do the same thing. I can't really say no to people. But, and I told her that I noticed that she was lying to me, and she shouldn't do that. And I mean, she hasn't done anything like that, but I also hadn't asked her out since then. But it's because we're all busy and stuff. And tomorrow is Friday. She has to take a test, so it won't happen. But Saturday, we're free, so I'm thinking on asking her out. But I am afraid that she might come up with excuses just because she doesn't want to go, instead of just telling me that she doesn't want to. Of course, if she tells me she doesn't want to, I'm gonna get sad, obviously. but it is still better than feeling like she's lying to me. I know when she did that, she was doing that just to make me not feel bad and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really that mad as I may sound, because it was something normal, like everyone comes up with excuses and all. I don't think she'll deny me this time, but or come up with excuses. But if she does, I'm just gonna tell her like it's okay. You can tell me you don't want to go out with me. And I know that sounds kind of sad, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to sound normal and like just really telling her that it's okay not wanting to hang out with me every time. Which is something that doesn't happen with me. I want to hang out with her every single second, uh, but that doesn't have to apply to her, obviously. Uh, yeah, something I would like in my relationship, but I feel like that's something I cannot like ask for, or I mean, I can ask for, but not demand her to do so. Is having more, or I mean, receiving more care or love and feel like I am loved more often. Because, I mean, she's a quiet girl and all, so she doesn't demonstrate that a lot. Like, she does demonstrate it, but not as much as I do. And I don't want her to demonstrate as much as I do, but I would like a little bit more of love, you know? And compliments. She compliments me like with a certain frequency, but not as much as I do again. And I know, as I said, it's not something I can demand her to do. Maybe I can ask for it, but I don't know. It feels forced, and I don't know. I don't like the idea of getting love just because I asked for. It's kind of weird, and yeah, I just don't like the idea. Maybe I'm worrying about nothing, like, oh, I mean, those things that I just mentioned, like getting more love and getting more compliments, is not a problem per se, because it's just the way she is. Like, she doesn't compliment me, or she doesn't show a lot of love to me. I mean, she does show a lot of love, but not as much as I do. And what I'm trying to say is that is that's not a problem. Like, it's just the way she behaves, I think. And but what is indeed a problem is the way we talk through messages. It feels heartless sometimes and emotionless sometimes. Most of the time it's just normal, but the fact that it happens sometimes, like to feel heartless and emotionless and just not human, kind of worries me. I don't know if she realizes that. I I'm gonna talk to her about it, but I want to talk it like I want to say it in person, because serious stuff like that, we gotta uh, solve that in person. So that's been taking my sleep today. I've been thinking about this, and because of how much I'm thinking about it, it makes me not able to sleep. And Yeah, I'm trying to think if I was thinking about other stuff. But it's mainly the fact that I'm afraid that if we have to talk through messages primarily, we won't last long enough until like we finish college and we're able to see each other every day again. Um, I don't know how she feels about that, but I think she kind of feels the same. Uh, I don't know if I should say that to her, like that I'm afraid that our relationship will fail, because if she is insecure about that, me saying that would only make her more insecure and hurt our relationship in the long run. So I don't think I want to do that. But what I want to talk about is how talking through messages is kind of robotic. That I feel like I must talk. And also reinforce the fact that if she has a problem, I am there for her. And I'm gonna support her and show as much love as I can. Always. And that I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Because I say that sometimes, but I don't think I stress that enough. Maybe it sounds like empty words and all. If I really emphasize it, maybe it helps her to be more optimistic about our relationship. I'm not saying she isn't, because I think she is maybe even more optimistic than I am, but I want to reassure her of that she's the woman of my life and that I love her very, very much, and that I want to marry her and have build a family and have my life with her, you know? And I mean, maybe that's kind of um obvious. That's the whole point of dating someone. But I think it's a complete other story when you are each other's first boyfriend or girlfriend. Because she's my first girlfriend, and I'm her first boyfriend. So it's really rare for you to marry your first boyfriend slash girlfriend. But I really want to do it. I don't think there's a better person for me to marry, and that kind of makes me insecure because I don't feel like I'm as good to her as she is to me. Like, she's a wonderful person and I want to be that for her. But I'm so, like, not wonderful. Like, she's so much better than me. And that makes me feel like maybe if she sees that, she dumps me. I don't think it will be something like that, but maybe she is disappointed when she noticed that. And I want to be the best person possible for her. Maybe I should make a gift, like a letter or something cute like that. I think I want to do that. Uh, Tomorrow I should go buy some paper or something, like some cute letter paper to write on, or like maybe just some colorful paper, I don't know, so I can write a letter and hand it to her. I think that'll be cool, but I shouldn't talk about these stuff that I'm saying here. I should talk about the good parts, like how much I love her, how much I want to support her, and all the cute shit I've said. And the other part, like the quote unquote bad part, I should talk like with her, uh, just us two and in person. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think that's a good idea. Buy some paper, write a letter, and talk to her and like send it to her. And I also want to go to the shop she works. Like, she works at her parents' shop. She told me to pass by when I can, and I didn't do that yet. So, tomorrow I'm gonna buy the colorful paper to write the letter, and then I'm gonna pass by. If she is working, of course. Because, as I said, she has a test to take. So maybe because of that test, she doesn't go to work. But I don't think that'll happen. I think she'll go to work. Uh, but yeah, if she doesn't go, I'm just not going to the shop either. But yeah, that's my plan. So I am going to sleep now. See if I can sleep. I think my mind is better. Like this, I am more optimistic, and I hope I'll be able to take all those stuff out of my head. So yeah, thank you for listening, and to the next entry.